Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Jizz and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a field review series which I'm going to be reviewing every gun in the game because I actually have one of every gun in the game. So the idea being I'm going to go and get 50 kills with the weapon. I'm going to have done the testing of the penetration with shotgun spread either before or after I get those 50 kills. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out to the field test and we're all going to see them in action. So I'm here on Bush Rangers at my custom field range. I've got the 243. I've got the 12 gauge single shot. I'm not going to be using it here. I'm going to be showing the spread in another area. So we're going to be testing the 243 bullet drop. So let me go to my range. Hello, this is Mr. G from the future. When I realised I forgot to do certain things, so I'm going to show the animation of the guns and I'll also read out the list. So we are going to look at the 243 reload. That's it when not aiming. There we go, lovely animation. We'll take the scope off. It can also take 4x32mm, the 3 to 9 by 14mm, and the 2 to 10 by 42 rifle scope. So let's have a look at the gun third person. Looks lovely. Let's aim. Again, looks lovely. Let's fire. As you can see, beautiful animation. And let's change the box. Of course, the sound's delayed, so let's try that again. I'm going to go to my hunter mate. Let's switch over again. There you go. The 243 can shoot Alpine Ibex, Arctic Fox, Bighorn Sheep, Black-tailed Deer, Bobcat, Coyote, Dole Sheep, Lynx, Feral Goat, Grey Wolf, Mule Deer, Red Fox, Red Kangaroo, Roe Deer, Rooster Deer, Sitka Deer and White-tailed Deer. Now I'll be covering the 12 gauge shots each type for the shotgun. As you can see, there's a lovely animation. Let's take a shot. Beautiful. So this is it in third person. Looks quite nice. Definitely has a damaged look to it, like Doc is giving you it from the shed. Sits it while aiming. Looks quite nice. Let's take a shot. Lovely. Let's change the ammo. Gonna put it away. Let's grab slugs. As you can see, beautiful. I'll be covering this video. I may in others as well for the 12 gauge rounds. So let's start with birdshot. You can shoot American black duck, Canada goose, cottontail rabbit, European rabbit, gadwall, magpie goose, mallard, northern pintail, rock ptarmigans, snowshoe hare, turkey, pheasant, white-tailed ptarmigans and willow ptarmigans, buckshot, alpine ibex, arctic fox, bighorn sheep, black-tailed deer, bobcat, coyote, dole sheep, lynx, feral goat, grey wolf, mule deer, red fox, red kangaroo, roe deer, rooster deer, Sitka deer and white-tailed deer. So pretty much the same as the 243. For slugs, for the 12 gauge, you can shoot ibex, bighorn sheep, black bear, black-tailed deer, brown bear, coyote, dole sheep, feral goat, feral hog, grey wolf, grizzly bear, moose, mule deer, polar bear, red deer, kangaroo, reindeer, Rocky Mountain elk, Roosevelt elk, roe deer, rooster deer, samba deer, Sitka deer, and white-tailed deer. So as you see, this thing can shoot a lot of the animals that the 243 can. The idea is it is just a giant bullet, pretty much. It's not mini ones in the shell. They can't shoot some of the smaller game. So I will leave you to the past G-Mex. So just up here, as you can see, it is built. It even has flags that distance don't even appear, so I'm going to have to deal with that myself. And they go from 25 all the way to 320. So we're going to be ignoring the small types. We're going to be doing 150, 200, 250, 300. And then maybe for giggles, I'm going to shoot this rabbit. I've also got in the far distance 320. Now there is slight margin for error, so please do expect that. It took me a few hours to actually build this. So let us go for the 150 target. There it is. Let's go for it. Dinged him in the middle. Perfect shot. So let's move the 200. Yep. Dinged him nicely. Let us move to 250. This is where I expect any sort of bullet drop. Eight. So let's quickly grab our spotting scope and see where it hit. So the wind did play an effect. It did go a bit to the right when I was aiming roughly straight. So let's try this again. Six, okay. So let's have a look again. Aimed roughly about here and it went down. So I need to aim roughly, I think about, if I can get the aiming to go, about there. So let's try that again. So that's the theory. I should have taken a bit longer. Let's try this one more time. See where that landed. So it landed on 6, it didn't do too well. So it was about here. So realistically you would want to put it about there, and you there or there. Roughly around there is when you're going to get the middle. So I'm going to do exactly one more shot. I don't want to keep doing it on a singular target, but I keep getting too tempted. There you go, I got about 8. I was slightly too high. Let's check again. Yeah, slightly too high, so I just about right. The wind took a nice effect over there, pushed it all the way there. So as you can see, it want to be about there roughly, in the white. So now we're going to go for the 250 target. This is where I think I'm going to miss easily. The wind is blowing a bit left. Missed. Go center mass. Roughly. We hit it. Got 2. At 303 distance, so it's not perfectly accurate as I said. As you can see, I was about here. I aimed it roughly about here and hit here. So I'm going to aim a little bit higher. I can. Of course, long shot is a lot harder with a fast scope. Got 3. gonna have a look again. And that was a perfect shot. So you roughly want to aim right there. You have to consider wind and you'll get bang on shot. So now we're going to hit this guy. 320. Exactly. Because otherwise he wouldn't be in render. So that. Take this. I want to aim a bit higher. I'll try. Okay. I am actually quite low level with the 243. I never liked it. Let's try again. Aim about here. Bang. Hit the target. If we consider the fact there was wind. Bang on in the middle. Perfect. It's about there. Bang on. That's beautiful aiming. And, of course, we don't like bunnies. He's dead. So as you can see, that is roughly the bullet drop. Of course, once you go beyond the bullet drop distance, you need to consider wind. I think at any distance you should still consider slight wind. But especially when going for the 320 target, you want to go for far out. So what I'm going to do now is take these weapons over to Red Feather Falls for a penetration test. So, you know, I'll be testing both, so I'll see you there. So we're out here at Red Feather Falls at the archery addiction range. We're going to be testing the penetration on these weapons. I brought with me the single shot with slugs and buckshot and .243 10th anniversary. I never liked the look of this gun, but I thought we'll use it here since it doesn't make a difference. So we're going to do a simple test. Here we're going to test on this guy. Should be one over there. That guy. We'll do the furthest target. We're going to test the penetration. So let's start with this guy. Hit the shoulder blade. Aim slightly more to the right. That's right. There you go. Straight through the lungs. Now we don't need to test for heart, so if I can penetrate both lungs. That's about 11 meters. So we're going to shoot this guy. Use 50. We're going to go for lungs. Straight through. Let's shoot the shoulder blade. That didn't get any distance. So at that point, if it hits the shoulder blade, the gun starts to lose penetration quite badly. So if you hit the front leg, penetration fails. So let's now go for the furthest target, this guy. We're going to move so we have a clear shot. So let's check. So he's about 71 out. So it's not as good as I was hoping. I'm going to go for a shot. That is as far as you're going to get, so let's try actually going for double lung. Completely collapses. So this gun should, at this distance, be able to penetrate the heart. There you go. And I just want to test that it's the furthest target. So I'm going to go up here. There he is. And only hit 81. Can only go for the vital, so I'm going to check. Straight through the lungs. So as long as you don't hit the leg fat, here, the unnecessary amount to go through, you should be able to penetrate quite easily. So now, I won't shoot these bare ones, they're very unreliable, so now we're going to test the moose out with slugs. Our starter. So we're going to use these guys in line. Going from him. I'm losing the back. Yeah. So we'll use him. Him. And you. If there's a difference along the way, we'll go for any other ones. So let's try going through the fat. Even through the shoulder blade. So that was about 10. So now we're going to move on to this guy. About 50. Went for the right long. I think I aimed too far right. Takes too long. Struggling. Gonna try and avoid the fat. There you go, straight through. So now, see if we can hit the target we can't even see. So it's about 80. I think that was a complete miss, I can't tell. Let's try that again. I think it's just getting body. One more time. Okay, so we don't have fully confirmation, but it seems to not do well at roughly 80. Let's check our hit. I pretty much might have hit hearts, but let's try from here and see if that makes a difference. No. Let's check the shot. I would have hit shoulder blades if anything. Okay. So now we're going to test out the buckshot. Now we'll be testing the spread of it at loggers, so we'll see a test on that. So, we're going to do closest to furthest. So, I'm going to show him there, here, so he's about 20 meters. You have to do it while standing. Aim more to the middle. Should still drop him, it'll go straight through. So now, let's go for a long shot, buck, at 44, and we've got to 70. Wrong gun. I'm going to get prone for this. It's being somewhat annoying. So let's go for here. Don't feel like it would be body. Let's try that again. I don't feel like that'll be body. We'll have to test it on a live animal. Let's try the furthest one. So it struggles quite easily. So I'm going to test this guy. See if I lose hit intestines. I'm going to quickly check these two, see what the spread is. So that would have potentially clipped the lung, maybe. Maybe. Again, we'll have to test it on some live game. I will see you at Loggers Point for the spread test. And I'll see you over there. So out here at Loggers Point, we are going to do a spread test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this particular range. And I'm going to shoot the targets at closest to medium to furthest. So, got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100. So we're going to test 100, 50, and 10. We're going to be using both shots in the gun. So I will reset the map to test the bird shot. So let us take a shot at 10. Quite a nice spread into the buckshot. Let us now move to 50. Can't exactly aim efficiently, so I'm going to have to do this while standing. So apparently hit 6. So let's test the check the spread. Not check. Test the time's gone. As you can see, the spread has gone massively out. Though we did get to about 8. And now let's test 100. As it was standing, so it's going to be even harder for me. Let's have a look. There was nowhere near the top. It got 1. So what I'm also going to do is I want to check 20. See? And 10. It's all clustered. 20 starts to spread out. As you go further, get to 50, you're barely going to hit. 100, you might as well not even bother. So I'm going to restart the map, and we're going to try birdshot. Hello everyone, we are currently at Rogue Bio. I'm at my duck hunting setup to test the effectiveness of this shotgun. As you can see, I've got my dog behind me. I didn't show the birdshot spread because it wouldn't actually show on the target, so I didn't even know if I was hitting anything. So the only way we're going to find out is actual field test. So I'm going to be starting off with birdshot hunting. We're going to take out a couple of flocks, probably 5 or something, depending on how many come in. And then I'm going to go to Red Feather Falls again to do a proper hunt, and we're going to test the shotgun slugs, the buckshot, and the 243. We have a flock coming in. Let's see if we can bring him in. Oh, sorry. So what I really want to test with the shotgun is its effectiveness and range and how many I can take down. Got 3 ducks coming in. Gonna those other ones. No. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Up. 2. That one's out of reach. They're not going to come in because of the gunfire, so we're going to have to try and come back call them. A bit early. And for them to pass. Yep. 100% sure why I did that. I missed. Good sign. I'm down. Let's try a longer shot. Nope, that failed. Nah, do it. Early. Well, too late. I'm gonna send the dog out. I said I'm gonna send the dog out. Then it broke, so I had to go out of the blind. Over you go, boy. For it. Okay, go for it. Bloke. Bloke. There's some ducks nearby. But I was able to get at least 2. The problem is the reload takes too long. So you're not really going to expect to do too well. Thank you. And I could have gone for geese, but I decided to go for ducks because they're a lot more. And I gotta get in the blinds. As that dog decides to. It's very hard to use this thing sometimes. It's very annoying. So we're gonna. Cool. She's going to bring duck, and hopefully none of them will mind the dog roaming. Use one of these calls. Let's come back. We got two coming in. Alright, let's try and kill him. So at the front. Got you. Tag the other one. Nope. Should have done that earlier. Leads wrong. So I should have aimed a bit quicker. Not let it go too late. I'm gonna call this one in. Up. We got some coming in. Go on directly in. Let's get ready. One down. Ah, too early. Still too far by then. As you can see, I'm not good at it. Hang on. Already got some coming in. I'm going to get a bit closer. Because I've been doing a bit high. That one down. Tag you. Gotcha. Go over this one. Yep, it wasn't going to work. So we're doing pretty well. I'll wait for 2 more flocks. Let me try and call these ones back in, thinking about it. I'll wait for 2 more flocks. And I think then we should... No, this gun is... It's alright for bird hunting, I think. Bird hunting probably is better for, if anything. Not really duck hunting, or geese hunting. Because the reload is too slow to take out more for them. So there's a group over there, but they're not close. So I'll see when another flock comes in. So we have another flock coming in. Let's see if we can take a bunch of them. At least more than 1 or 2. And I'm going to actually let them come down a bit lower because my earlier ones were way too high. So we're going to see if I can hit them more efficiently. We've got a few breaking. See if we can get any more. And pass. We're only getting 4 coming in. They're flying over us, that's a male. Want you the most. Got you. See if we can tag you. Nah. This one's flying. We have another flock coming in. But they're going to pass, so that's quite nice. So the likelihood is we're going to have to wait for one more flock to come in. And I think that will be including the bird test. Now, if you want me to be testing these on the bigger birds, the Canadian geese or the magpie, let me know in the comments. I'm willing to, this is, you know, first time, so I'll always be willing to move on to a different type of animal. But in my opinion, I think I'll be sticking to ducks for these tests due to how small they are. So here comes our last flock if they come in. Lowe's delivering a duck, so that's not a good sign for us. Hopefully she's fast enough to get in before they arrive. And she's in. Good dog. Let's see if we can bring any of the ducks in. Come back. Come on, laddies. 1. 2. There you go. We got 2 specifically. Gonna wait to go past. I think both of them are male. The one on the right is definitely a male. Go down. The other one. Go down. It's a poor man's decision. Let's try and see if they're willing to come back in after being shot at. Yeah, it's hard wouldn't either. So we have another flock coming in straight away. I said it's going to be the last one, but since these guys are here, we might as well try, eh? Let's see if we can get any of them to come in. Come on. Come on. There's food down here. Have you not seen every single duck? Alright, let's try and come back cool. See if we can get 1 or 2. We got 1, 2. 2 have broken off. 4 souls. Put my glasses on. Alright, become another now. Got you. Can we get you? Yes, we can. So this is a good test so far. As you can see, the 12 gauge single shot does alright. What it needs to do. So I'm going to pick up all these ducks, yeah, not ducks. And I will see you in Riverford Falls so we can test buckshot slugs with the 12 gauge and the 243. So we're here at Riverford Falls. We are going to go and hunt some animals with the 12 gauge shotgun and the 243. I do want to test the buckshot in the single shot at 50 plus meters, so that's one of the main objectives. But I also want to see the penetration of the guns under 150 and beyond 150 with the 243 and slugs. We gotta see if it can penetrate efficiently. So let us get on with this hunt and hope for the best. So we have a female buck. We're going to take her for the test. So we're going to try to call her in. Once she gets roughly 50, I'm going to try and shoot her with the buckshot. So I'll see you when she arrives. Here's our female. She's going closer than I expected. So I'm going to take a shot. She was roughly about 25, 28 meters roughly. So let's check to see. But she dropped in her tracks from a direct shot. 22 meters, so a lot closer than I thought. Drops instantly. Both lungs, neck and stomach. I was hoping she would appear over here, but she managed to sneak through and I didn't notice. So we're going to have to try and go for a longer shot. That male's probably gone, so I'll go and track him anyway. And I'll see you at the next animal. Hopefully a buck ounce or female doe outside 50. So we have a female moose call. So let us switch over to slugs. And again, I'm going to try and shoot her at the 50-meter target as the dogs start wailing. So I'll see when I get within 50. So I'm almost within about 50, she's coming closer. When she stops, we'll take a shot. Come on. Right. So I may have taken a bit too long with that shot. So we're going to see. She drops. We'll put a second shot in. She definitely felt that. She's bedding. She dropped. She has dropped. Okay. So let's check the first shot, see if I hit anything. I'm hoping within the 50 to 40 she was in, it would have done some damage. Lung, lovely, that's good to see. She went lung all the way. So I want to see potentially if the other shot hit and what was the blood type. Of course I don't think we're going to get the blood. Just going to have to check her score. So 100 meters we hit body from aiming about roughly to there, so looks like the penetration of lack, so my accuracy is bad. But from about 40 meters we managed to hit the right lung. So it definitely has a nice kick. I probably wouldn't suggest even shooting outside 50 meters with slugs, especially with this iron sight. If I just point in the sky, yeah, it's actually quite bad. So I wouldn't recommend it. You can try, I just wouldn't recommend the idea. But I'm going to continue. We're going to go and try and shoot a whitetail with the 243 at 150. So I'll see you there. So we have a male bull out here. Not a bad one too. It's about 80 out. This is where I do want to test the shotgun's limitations. Just scoot over. Hang on. There you go. Shot. He doesn't look like he's been hit. So let us go and check for blood. But based on how he was walking, I don't feel like it hit. So let us go down there and check. So roughly down here, I'm gonna check this one as well. Just roaming. Let's see, did I hit? Body. So going for lungs, it failed miserably. So 50 is probably the max for slug rounds in this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go and chase him up and take him down. If he wants to slow down anyway. and then I will go and look for a buck or doe. Here's our moose, and when I get on top of the rocks, I'm going to attempt to try and heart shot him since he's calmed down. Then I get in the rock, not on the rock. So let's see where the height is. Roughly about there. So he's about 50. So when he stops, scoot over a bit. Let's try it. And he's down. So let's check him. So I pressed the wrong button. So it definitely looks like you don't want to shoot outside 50 if you're going to go hunting. There's a buck that went this way, so I'm definitely going to tail it. So 80 meters. I went for about here. Went in body, so it didn't penetrate. About 41, I hit the heart quite nicely. 139, not really big. So I'm going to chase down these tracks of this buck, and I'm going to shoot with the 243. And we're going to see how the penetration is at 150 by shooting through the leg. And then I'll try if I can find another one at the roughly the 150 mark, with trying to avoid as much flesh as possible. So we have a buck about 131 out. So he's not exactly, but he's a nice amount of distance. Gonna wait for him to move. I'm also gonna get a clear sight because I can't take a shot from here efficiently without risking the rocks. So I'm just gonna scoot over here. So where is he now? Okay, so he's getting a bit closer. It's about 100. We'll stop. Let's take a shot. Dropped him in his tracks as he's just started walking. Female spooked. Well, can't do much about that. Also, this water is very loud in my ears. I don't know if water is this loud in real life, but I'm going to go and claim this male and see what we hit. So about 100 we hit liver and stomach, probably because he moves, so that's actually some nice penetration there. But I would like to get more into the lungs to test. So I'm going to continue going up north and we'll see if we can find another buck. And hopefully we'll also find another deer within, well, 50 plus to test the buckshot. I'm not going to shoot 100 as it's likely not going to even work. So 50 is the max I'm going to try. So we have a female doe roughly about in the 50 to 45. When she stops, we'll take a shot. We'll be stopping soon. We're going to be using buckshot. And we dropped from the front shot. So let's check what we hit. I would like to try the side, but it's stuck. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to have to find a different route. But as when I usually try stuff, I tend to have them sneak around. But got good amount of distance. It's not 50 to the T, but at least we have, and that's it. It's about 43, so we hit intestines. That is a lot of penetration at 43. neck bone. So she was dead with the neck bone still. Left lung, head, skull, and right hand leg. So he was dead just by the neck, but it went all the way back to intestine, which tells you it has a really good amount of penetration. But then again, we also have to keep in mind that females tend to be smaller than males, so do not call it 100% accurate, but it's a good estimate to assume. So now I want to find another deer to test this at 150 whilst aiming for the leg, and then hopefully I might be able to get one more for trying to avoid. If we don't do it, can't do it within the time limit I have, then hopefully we'll just get the leg, and that will tell us a lot. So we have another female. Again, all females, but they're at least worth trying to test it on. We're going to call her in and try and get an angle where we can attempt to double lung. I think that's her right now. Nope. I'm seeing things. Nope, there she is. There's our female, about 160 out. So, when I get an opportunity to get double lung, I'll see you there. So she's actually about 134, something around that. Oh, she's coming in, so I can't shoot. I'm going to try and shoot along through. Ooh, is she turning sideways? Let's make it slightly easier. So we're going to try and shoot her through both lungs. So I think I hit something. We're going to go and pursue. And I'll see you at the blood. So here we are over here. We have punctured a lung. So let's check. There she is. So I doubt I probably hit both lungs. She would have dropped so quickly. But we can go over here for the bullet hole. Definitely would have gone into the right lung. No, it went left lung. So if I was to lift her up somehow, there you go. We look this way. That was the left lung. So about 135 or something. I actually didn't notice fully, sorry. It punctured only this lung. It didn't get to the other lung. So that shows quite a bit. So now, hopefully, I can get a broadside angle where I can try and get both lungs at the above 100 meter target. Originally we were doing 150, but they keep going into 100 within 150, which makes it hard. And I think that may conclude the testing. Of course, if I think of anything else along the way, I might continue it, but we also got to consider the schedule on this. we have a female. 113. Going to attempt shooting get a double lung. Oh, she's getting closer. Well, that ruins most of it. So I think we're going to have to shoot through the front to see. I'll shoot from here. Again. He's running. So let's check the blood and see if I completely missed. So we got a lung, not double lung. That's too much to expect. So we lunged her. So let us check through the grass. We're gonna have to pick her up. 104 meters. We hit the shoulder blade and left lung. So if again I was to attempt to lift her up, there you go. But it went about there. Hit the shoulder blade and just went to lung. I think you could still hit a heart from a shoulder blade. I think I've proven it potentially, if I remember. But I'm going to keep going. But I think I will be ending this hunt soon. And I'll give my verdict on the rifle and the shotgun. So that concludes the testing. It wasn't super in depth. We couldn't get the most perfect targets, but we got a nice estimate. I've never really, in my opinion, never really liked the 243. I was never a fan of it. I've always thought of it more for the small game like coyotes and fox. I've always thought anything of the buck, the deer species, it was garbage at. But it's not too bad. It's just not what I prefer to hunt with. And with the shotgun, I wouldn't probably recommend it for any sort of duck hunting or anything like that. I would recommend maybe the 12 gauge, which I'll cover at some point. When it comes to the slugs, about over 50, you're not with a moose in particular, one of the biggest. I believe it's allowed to shoot. It cannot go through anything. So you want to shoot at 50 or less. With the buckshot, again, I would say over 50 you're going to be pushing your luck. But would I recommend these guns? Well, you get the 243 for free, unless you were lucky like a event long ago where people could register for 300. And the 12 gauge is free, so it's still good. For beginner weapons, they're your best bet. But in my opinion, I would recommend, once you've got everything you need, I would recommend getting away from the 243 as soon as possible. But this is a brand new series. I am going to be continuing. Please, if you want to see any guns come earlier, I do have a list of all the guns I'm going to be covering in order. If you want to see guns come earlier, please leave in the comments. And if you feel like I should have did it differently, please let me know. I'm willing to accept any feedback. And with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this field review of the 243 and the 12 gauge single shot, and I'll see you in the next one.